Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Writer Games, and may the plot be ever in your favor. Now, before we begin, we have a very special film brought to you all the way from the Capitol.
Work. Hard work. Drafting, revising, beta reading. These were the toils that dominated authortube. 12 districts worked hard to tell the stories that healed them, exhilarated them, haunted them. Writer's block turned to burnout until nothing remained. And then came motivation, tightly held, dearly treasured. Authors rose up from the ashes, and a new era was born. And so it was decreed that each year in the month of February, the various districts of authortube would fight to the death in a pageant of imagination, determination, and storytelling. The victorious district, bathed in glory, would serve as a reminder of our drive and our discipline. This is how we remember our past. This is how we safeguard our future.
I just love that. Now, the time has come for us to acknowledge the 12 districts that will be fighting for the honor of winning the first annual Writer Games. District 1, Romance. District 2, Crime. District 3, Science Fiction. District 4, Fantasy. District 5, Thrillers. District 6, YA/Children's. District 7, Folklore and Mythology. District 8, Literary Fiction. District 9, Historical Fiction. District 10, Horror. District 11, Mystery. District 12, Self-Help, Biographies, and Memoirs. Happy Writer Games, and may the plot be ever in your favor. Hey everyone, Evelyn here. I just wanted to pop in really quickly to tell you all a little bit more about the Writer Games. First of all, thank you for sticking around through the intro. It was a lot of fun for me to make, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Evelyn, and I've been on authortube for about a year now. But if you've never come across my content before, I completely understand, because I tend to live more on the live stream side of authortube. A lot of people have come to know me for gamifying, productivity, and writing. So if you go back and look at my channel, you'll probably see a multitude of different formats. I do regular streams on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Wednesdays, I'm on Twitch. And then I also do things like Between Drafts Happy Hour, the storyboard stream, the Wheel of Doom. I also stream in character on occasion, and it's just always been such a fun time. I feel like the more I'm on authortube, the safer I feel on authortube, and the more I've kind of opened up and slowly started becoming more and more myself. And stuff that I might have considered cringy before, and still kind of consider cringy, I have a lot more courage to pursue because everyone's been so supportive. So I've been working on something extra special for the last few months, which you now know is the Writer Games. And I just wanted to go over the basic premise with you all and kind of the next steps, if you will. So for those of you that just want the bare bones version, step 1, you pick your district. From districts 1 through 12, they were mentioned in the earlier part of the video. You can feel free to rewind if you want to go back and pick your district. I will also have them listed elsewhere, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, if none of the 12 districts fit your current work or work in progress, you can become a sponsor instead. Sponsors will still earn points just like all the other tributes, except you can send your points towards any one of the 12 districts anytime you choose. So for example, if you're a writer who does poetry, you might want to be a sponsor because you may not feel that your niche falls into any of the other 12 categories. So that's totally fine. You do somewhat lose out on the team aspect because you're not necessarily in the running to win, but you're still very much involved in every aspect of the games. Once you've picked your district or decided to become a sponsor, then you have to do the work. So there are 3 different ways that you can earn points in the writer games. The first is drafting. When you're drafting, you earn 1 point for every word that you draft. Next is revising. So for every page that you revise, you will earn 200 points. And last but not least is beta reading. For each page that you beta read, you'll earn 150 points for your district. Now, don't panic. I want to pause for 2 seconds to say you're not going to have to do any math here. The Google form that you will submit your points through just asks you for word counts and page counts. So I do all the math on my end. Once everything is submitted through the Google form, it then goes to a Google Sheet where I have put in formulas already to calculate points for every activity. And in fact, I've also taken it a step further and decided to average the points for each district so that larger districts don't have an inherent advantage. So that's something else you should know. If you think you might be in a smaller district, that does not mean you shouldn't stick with that district. You still have just as much a chance as anyone else. So the 4th step, which I've actually already mentioned, is you're going to enter your word counts or page counts into a Google form. I'm going to have this linked via a QR code in the banner on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to have it linked in the description of my videos and streams throughout the month of February. So you can find that there if you're ever looking for it. I promise it's very easy. You don't have to enter your email or anything. I do ask for a name just to prevent spam, but you can put a screen name, just your first name, whatever you want to put in there. I also have an overview of the entire Writer Games process written out on a really pretty poster that is also a part of the Google Sheet. So if you want to review any of this in written form, again, just check the Google Sheet. You'll find it all there. It's a one-stop shop for everything Writer Games. Okay, so the last step is just to watch and wait to see who wins. I'm gonna post every Friday in the month of February on my YouTube channel and share the top 3 ranking districts. If this wasn't clear already, the winner will be an entire district, not one person. So you're trying to get your district to the finish line. You're trying to get the most points possible for your district. So I'm going to post the top 3 to my YouTube channel every Friday in the month of February so that you can stay up to date. If you'd like to stay even more up to date and have all this information in one central place, I did create a Discord just for this challenge. Now I want to pause here for a second because if you're new to my channel and you don't know about this already, there is a Discord that already exists that is immaculate, okay? It is called the Storyteller Society, and it's run by 2 other author tubers named CK and Dami, and they are incredible. And they do an awesome job with that server. I cannot say enough great things about it. And if you are looking for a home on Discord, like a year-round, extremely well-run, contains everything you could possibly want out of a Discord place to be, the Storyteller Society is it. So I'm gonna tag CK and Dami down below, but I would advise that you reach out to them on Instagram to secure an invite to that Discord. It's really supportive, really positive, a very safe space. They're always doing all kinds of activities on there. It's really well organized. That's where you should live if you're looking for a home as an author and writer consistently year-round. This Discord that I created is just for this challenge. The Writer Games will wrap at the end of February, and then I'll probably leave it up for maybe another week. So after the first week of March, I'm going to remove all permissions to post in any of the channels, and then I will resurrect the Discord server this time next year for the next Writer Games, for the 2nd annual Writer Games. So if you want somewhere to be year-round, go to the Storyteller Society. And then if you're looking for a one-stop place to get all the stuff I'm about to mention, also join the Writer Games Discord. And just to be clear, if you've never kind of fiddle-faddled with Discord before, it's completely free. I think some people think that it's like a paid subscription type thing. It's not. It's free. It's very easy to use. And I've actually made a Discord guide for my particular Discord just to make it even easier to navigate. But let me tell you about some of the things that are in my Discord. So first off, there's the poster with steps 1 through 5 that I just mentioned to you. That kind of just streamlines the process. It gives you the bare bone foundation of the entire Writer Games. You could look at that and never look at anything else and enjoy the Writer Games without any issue. So there are just some extras that I put in there. For starters, you can do an interview with Caesar Flickerman to introduce yourself to the server. Also, I've included the Writer Games logo within the Discord. I did hand draw this and spend an embarrassing amount of time doing so. So I did put a little watermark, like very, very faint watermark on it for the one that I included in the Discord. But if you want to do any videos or anything for social media to kind of spread the word about the games or talk about your experience with the games, you can find the file there and download it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then, in addition to the main logo, I also made logos for each district. Each district has a classic silver logo and then a signature color logo. The signature color logo matches the color of your name in the Discord based on which district you choose. And I also turned all of them into little emojis that you can use within the Discord too. So the district logos are all linked in the Discord as well underneath each district's category. I also created a Writer Games themed timer. I have posted it here on YouTube as well. If it's not on my channel yet, it will be within like a day. I think I might spread these videos out by a day or two just so they don't overlap too much, but I did make a themed timer and I put that up for anyone that wants to use it, whether you're streaming or you just want to run sprints on your own and you think it'd be kind of fun to have a theme timer. I made one for you, but I will have that linked in the Discord as well. Okay, now here's the extra fun part. When you join the Discord, you're going to be asked which district you're from. Once you pick that district, it limits your server access. So everyone has their own private district chat, support, and sprint channel. So you can kind of like really work as a team within your district. You can cheer each other on, you can post helpful YouTube videos, you can do sprints together. Whatever you want to do to help push your team towards the top of the podium, you can do that. And like I said, the district channels are private, so no one from District 8 can spy on District 12, District 4 can't go and smack talk District 6. I just think it makes it kind of a fun, immersive team environment. However, if you do want to talk to the other tributes, I also have tribute chat, sprints, and support channels. And that's for everyone. So no matter what district you're in, you can hang in that space. By the way, just as a friendly reminder, if all of this sounds a little overwhelming to you, just remember I do have a Discord guide in the Discord too, and it's clearly labeled as Discord guide. So you will not get lost. This is all very self-explanatory, and I promise once you're in there, it will make total sense. So don't worry too much about being overwhelmed. I've really done my best to ensure that that doesn't happen. You'll be able to find everything very easily. I also have a channel for capital broadcasts and announcements. So announcements will just be general announcements about the Writer Games overall. If anything big changes or I implement anything, any big fixes. I don't see that happening, but this is my first time doing something like this. So you never know. So that's kind of my space for effectively getting that message out in addition to my YouTube channel. And then the Capital Broadcasts channel is just a secondary space for me to post the top 3 districts. I will for sure post every Friday, just like I do on YouTube, but I may post even more in the Discord side. So if you really want to be as up to date as possible with regards to who's at the top of the leaderboard, I would definitely join the Discord and watch that channel. Then I have a section for mentor material, and that's basically videos and live streams that you want to share with the server that you feel would help your fellow writers as we're all working towards the common goal of really just making progress within our projects. And then there's a channel called Appeal to Sponsors. This is where you can go if you want to plead your case for some extra points for your district. The sponsors will have access to this channel and they can see you talk about why you think your project is extra special. If you have like a super busy week coming up and you kind of want to give them a heads up and just say, I could really use the points, or you know that your district is going to win and you just think they should seize their chance to be on the winning side, to be able to say that they supported the winning district. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever you think will get those points for you, you can drop it in there. Last but not least, I have to bring a live stream element into it. So I'll be hosting arena live streams throughout the month of February, and I will be looking for people to volunteer as tribute to come on the live stream and fight for points for their district. So whoever earns the most points during the stream will win 500 extra points to go towards their district. I will be dropping a sign-up form in the Discord probably around January 14th or so, but I would definitely watch the I Volunteer as Tribute channel in the Discord if you're interested in joining me for one of the streams. I think it's going to be a really fun time. I'm really looking forward to the games, and I just love doing stuff like this within the community. I feel like I always meet new writers and am so impressed with everybody's projects and how they work, and getting to hear everybody's different takes on the process itself. I feel like I always walk away with a different perspective on my book and the process, and I always have a little sprinkle of inspiration. So I think that's everything, and I'm really excited. I cannot tell you guys how long I've been waiting to put this out. It has been killing me, but I wanted to make sure that if I did it right, and I feel like it's right. And like I said, I'm sure there's going to be some bumps in the road. There are things that I will not have been able to foresee that will come up that I'll address and work through. And hopefully I'll streamline the process more and more before I repeat it next year. But I'm really, really excited to do this with everyone. Please feel free to share this video, share the logo around, just talk about the writing games in general, because I would just love to have a decent turnout for each district so that nobody is writing alone. And I cannot wait to see people reveal what district they're a part of and things like that. I think it's going to be so fun, and I really look forward to writing with you guys. So all that being said, I'm going to hit you guys with my traditional live stream sign off, which is be brave, be a light, remember that you are so, so loved, and now I guess I have to add, may the plot be ever in your favor. See you soon, writers.